Hello, everybody. We're going to start. It's now time for the Ecotrophelia prize winner. And we're going to start with a speech by Françoise GORGA, sorry. Hello.
Hi.
Everyone is applauding next room is for you, I guess. Hello, you're Innovation Director at ANIA and Administrative Delegate of the EEIG Ecotrophelia Europe. To start with, could you please tell us about innovation and startups creation? What about the importance of the food industry in Europe? Do you have any key figures you could share with us?
Yeah, so the figures are not that important, but you have to know that the food industry is the first sector in Europe. So the first economic industrial sector and also the first employer. So that's kind of important for Europe at least.
And what about Ecotrophelia? How was it born and how did it spread in Europe?
So Ecotrophelia was a French initiative at the beginning, born in 2000, so 22 years ago now, in France. And after 8 years, it spread in Europe with the support of the European Commission. For example, this year we had 14 countries participating, so quite a success, quite a European success.
And last question for you, is there a real entrepreneurial spirit with the students and how do you explain the success stories in the competition?
Well, you should ask them. I am involved in Ecotrophelia since almost the beginning, and when at the beginning you asked the students, do you want to create your startup? Most of them said, no, okay, we have developed a project, maybe we will be happy to sell it to a company, but we don't want to become entrepreneurs. And if you ask the same question today, at least 40% of them say, okay, we are thinking about creating our startup. So this entrepreneurship spirit has really spread among young people. And I think this is a good news for the food industry. About the success stories of Ecotrophelia, we count now in 20 years almost 50 products, 50 startups that were born from this initiative, from this competition. So it's quite satisfactory.
Thank you very much, Françoise.
You're welcome.
Bertrand, could you please come up on stage? Thank you, Bertrand, for being with us. Your name is Bertrand EMOND, and you are Head of Membership and Training at Campden UK. What is the impact of Ecotrophelia and entrepreneurship and startups?
Okay, thank you. What I would say is that the Ecotrophelia competition is a fantastic platform that enables the collaboration between students, academic institutions, and the industry. So the three actually benefit from working together. The students manage to, the Ecotrophelia competition enables them to apply what they've learned at the university or colleges in a real life situation when they build their own business. It's really cross-curriculum activities where they're looking at marketing and food safety and designing their process and thinking about the consumers and so on, and the price, the labels. For the academic institution, it's great because it's like a project-based learning for them and getting the students to link with the industry. And for the industry, it's a great source of ideas and innovation. Yeah. When it comes to eco-innovations, so sustainability and the holistic side, so sustainability by design. So
you mean it's very inspiring?
It's very inspiring indeed, yes. One of the time of year I look forward to, and we just had the 2022 vintage, which was an excellent vintage, I have to say, and it was even better because we were actually back face-to-face where we could try the products, so it was very good. It was also a nice selection of different kinds of products. So you had drinks, we had ready meals, we had snacks. So it's good to have a good spread here. And each teams come from different countries, so they bring their own individuality and product speciality from that particular country. So it makes a very interesting experience.
And what is the most important takeaway from this vintage you were mentioning?
Right. Yes, interesting. I think the biggest takeaway is that a lot of the students have really thought through that sustainability by design. So really thinking about, right, where are our raw materials coming from? What's our supply chain like? Looking at using products that are byproducts or waste or adding value to products that would normally go to animal feed or other things. So they're actually creating these added value products. Thinking about the processes that they're using to preserve the product or process it, so to make it as energy efficient as possible or using a minimum amount of resources. And then think about the packaging to make it as sustainable as possible, so compostable, biodegradable, and minimizing plastics and so on. And then thinking about the distribution side of things, how am I going to supply it to the consumer, and then how the consumer is going to use it, and maybe recycle the container or whatever. And so you get the full life cycle analysis of the product there as well.
Okay, is there anything else you want to add for this introduction?
No, long live Ecotrophelia. So
Yeah.
it's a fantastic one. So thank you.
Thank you. Please, Carlos, could you come up on stage also? So you work for Nestlé as a technical manager for the R&D Accelerator Network. Why does Nestlé have an accelerator, and how is it connected to Ecotrophelia?
Yeah, thanks for the question. Actually, in Nestlé, we are committed to ensure that the food business address all the challenges. No? They have been talked already about sustainability. We are looking also at regenerative agriculture. We are looking at also how the youngsters need to get opportunities to work. And in that sense, 3 years ago, we thought about creating this ecosystem that you can see here.
Yeah,
in the
here.
picture.
So this is the accelerator,
Yeah,
and,
this
and
is
the picture.
This is just the main venue where I work in Lausanne.
Okay.
And but we have now several venues, and here we receive ideas from our own employees that are concerned about how to make better products, from startups that apply. But very important today is from the students. And today we have seen fantastic students, and they come to these facilities where you can see they come from kitchen prototyping, pilot plant prototyping, and we help them to put their product in the market. And we help them also to understand the complexity of the food industry. Where are these challenges? And for us, we also in Nestlé, we have the Nestlé Needs Youth Program, where, as I mentioned, we help them to get developed. And when they come here, we are happy that the students challenge us how to make better food, how to make better the food industry as an ecosystem. And we connect them also with other partners as well. So it's a fantastic place to come and innovate for food.
I can imagine. Have Ecotrophelia teams used the accelerator in the past, and what was their experiences?
Yeah, I have another slide where we can see the 4 teams that had come to the accelerator.
If we can have the next slide, please.
Yeah, you can see
Thank
here.
you.
So we have a Temsta team that was a winner. In bronze, we have also the COFCO team, and we put a little map. The team came to Lausanne, so they are not working there. They were doing just the break on the weekend. You can see beautiful Lausanne, where we welcome all the students.
It's a nice location.
Yeah, it's super nice. And actually, when the students come, they work in their project and they get paid a salary for entry level to develop their project through 6 months. You could see in the map how the COFCO team, they won the bronze award. And then they came in April, and through 6 months, we helped them to improve their product, to improve on sustainability, to improve in the different nutritional elements. And then they also understand how to be a startup. We have also at the bottom a team from France that they came to create a solution for women that suffer during the menstruation time, and the women are not sick. They just need the right nutrients. And they came with this fight spirit. They create a great snack, and one of them, Justine, now has a startup in France. And the other one decided not to do the startup live, and she's working our competitor. But we are happy that we help her to be developed. And then the last team, this team just finished this year. You can see them actually at the shop. So we help every team to go with their product pivot and create a product for a shop with full consumer experience. This is the Frosty team. That was a silver award last year in Ecotrophelia. And now they complete the shopping experience. So we help them to go all the process from the sourcing of the milk to the processing of this skier, and then put it on shops in Switzerland. And they understood the complexity on the food industry and how they can have an impact.
It's very interesting because you help them from the very beginning to the end and you just described what you've done with those teams. Is there more than one accelerator, and how does one apply to use it?
Yeah, then in the next figure, we see the map. Yeah, these are the map of now. When we started in 2019, we put the accelerator in Lausanne. That is the largest food research center in the world. But now we have so many people applying in different parts of the world, and the food challenges are everywhere. So now we have 14 accelerators. We have Latin America, we have US, we have in Europe, and we have in Asia and in Africa for affordability. And today I'm really happy to see the winners, but also the other teams that participate, even when they didn't win, they have what we want. We want people that is motivated, people that is worried about food challenges, people that want to apply science, and we welcome all of them to come and make it a try to make the product impact the world.
With a huge impact. Thank you very much, Carlos, for your words.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's now time to present the 3 Ecoprophelia teams winners. We have gold, silver, and bronze, and we're going to start with bronze because I think you have to leave earlier. So I'm going to call the Denmark team with the product crunchies. Please come up on stage. Hi. Hi, congratulations for getting an award this year. Please, could you present to us your products?
Yes, thank you. We are Crunchies, and actually we are on a mission to provide convenient and nutritious snacks for kids.
What is Crunch? Sorry, we'll just wait for the applause. Yeah. What is Crunchies? Because some of us don't know what it is all about. So can you explain to us, please?
Yes, of course. I will get back later. But
yes,
based on a market need, a market gap that we identified, which is parents looking for convenience and also like healthy snacks for their kids, we came up with our solution, which is a fava cracker based on organic fava beans. And we have also a packaging which is contain like roaring animals. So this is when it comes the crunchies, like the R's.
Crunchies.
Yeah, she's really good at that. And it's like roaring animals. That's why we have like a lot of R's, and it's part of our design and our branding, so that you can play with the packaging and it's create your own animal.
Interesting. So what are your goals for the future now that you got this award? What's your vision for the future?
So, of course, we really want to be on the supermarket shelves because we really see this as a market gap and a need in the market. So now we have to figure out how to go that way. We already presented a business plan, so hopefully we will follow up on those milestones and reach our goal of being in the market.
So Carlos was explaining to us about the accelerator. How have you been working on your project this year, and how will you carry on working on your project in the following years?
There is actually an accelerator program also in our university.
Where is it, in Denmark?
The Technical University of Denmark, yes. And we, of course, really hope that this can be a help to get us out there.
Is there anything else you want to share with us about your products or about your reactions after this prize that you already received earlier today?
I mean, it just, the whole process, I mean, our team is really good. We have a connection also, and we learned so much through the whole process, and also like we learn like how to adapt to all the situations. You know, as entrepreneurs, you have to adapt, and while keeping some sort of not happiness, but now I can hear my voice. It's quite weird, but we learned so much through the whole process, and it was fun as well. Like super nice.
You were talking about happiness. I guess you feel pride also after getting this award?
We are really proud of us, right?
Yes, and it has been a huge honor to be here at SIAL Paris. And like being a part of Ecotrophelia has also been a really great process in getting, like, going from an idea to an actual product. That has been really, fantastic experience.
You were talking about the fact that you had to adapt. So adapting was one of the learning points. What other learning points could you share with us?
Yes, of course. I mean, in the beginning, when we had one idea, actually.
When was it, the very beginning, when you had this idea? When did it start?
beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Beginning of this year, okay.
Yes, and then we pivot quite, I think, twice, right? Just to like achieve what we wanted, like as entrepreneurs, like what the market is gapping, and also like we try to consider everything, and that's why we pivoted and learned how to adapt fast.
Are there only the three of us, of you, sorry, working on this project, or other persons? Only the three of you?
We're three, yeah.
Okay.
And one thing I just want to add is that going out in the market and seeing what the market wants is a really important thing, because you can create so many projects, but if there is no need for it, it's probably not gonna be a big deal. So this was something that we really learned, going out and talking to people.
You really need to meet the needs, of course. Thank you very much for being with us today, and congratulations again. Thank you. So now I'm going to call the silver prize. Yeah, sure. We're just going to take a family picture with you. It's okay. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all of you. So we were with Danish people, now we'll be with Portuguese people, because Portugal also got a prize with the product Handy Rice. So I'm calling the Portuguese team. Hello. So congratulations for this prize. What is Handy Rice?
So first, we had to say that we are three girls, but our third member had to leave, so
She couldn't
now,
stay. Huh? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So our product is a dehydrated snack. Is based on brown Carolina rice, a very popular variety of rice in Portugal, and also with yacon syrup. Our product is made by cooking rice with the ingredients wherever we want. In this case, it mimetizes the rice pudding recipe. It's a recipe from Portugal, very popular as well.
What's the name of the recipe?
Rice pudding.
Rice pudding, okay. It has nothing to do with paella, because paella is Spanish, but this is a different recipe, okay.
Yeah, it's different.
And when did it first start? When did you get the idea?
So we started this project the February.
Last February?
Yeah. And so it started with me from the work that I was developing at my thesis at University of Aveiro, and I really wanted to participate in this in this challenge, and so my colleagues joined me, and so we created this project with several ideas. Patricia, that was working with rice, me, that was working with yacon, and we also have Fabiola that is not here, but she helped us with the design, because she's a designer, so she helped with the communication of a product. That was really important in this case, because we could transmit the idea through figures, and it was really nice to have a designer that helped us with all of these questions that, since we are from the area of science, we don't have this capacity sometimes to realize and to put out there the product with an image that it's needed. So it is a really complete team.
Did you benefit from the accelerator Carlos was telling us about earlier?
No.
No, not yet, maybe?
Not yet.
Because as you said, when you are a student, you don't know who to talk to, you have an idea. So how did it happen? You know, how did you learn about Ecotrophelia? How did it happen?
Basically from research. So I already knew the contest, so I was like, so I really want to participate in this field, and I have all of these ideas, and I'm working with this. And so this project was a brainstorm of different projects that were developed in the recent times, so in this year. And so it was a combination of all the areas and projects that we were doing.
I just noticed that you have the Handy Rice T-shirts, the two of you. I didn't realize. What are your ambitions for the future?
So we have so what we can do, baby steps, I think. We are now working with a company, Nova Roche, and they help us a lot with all of stuff that we are baby girls yet, and we need some experienced people. So they are working with us now. They are really interested in our snacks. So I think it's this way, and we are really excited for that.
I think that I can add that in this project we have had the ability and the opportunity to work already with some companies. We had Nova Roche that helped us a lot. We also worked with the Iacon Portugal that helped us with raw materials and all of that. So starting this project already with this helped us a lot. So I think it is really good to establish already a connection between university and the companies that already have some interest in our product.
It's interesting because you sound, the two of you, and it's a shame your friend couldn't come, but you sound very enthusiastic, grateful, and excited. So thank you again for being here with us. Thank you. Thank you very much. Maybe time for a family picture again. Thank you very much. And it's now time for the gold prize with the Serbian team. Hello, please come up on stage. So, yeah, it works. I don't have 4 mics, but you can share those 2 mics. To start with, please tell us about your products. The name is called Beet Squits, right? Yeah, can you explain to us what it is all about?
Yes, of course. First of all, thank you for having us. We are actually a group of students for Academy of Applied Studies Belgrade from Serbia, and we are actually studying gastronomy, first year of gastronomy, and we made this product with a love and a passion for food, and our product is actually a tile made of a few of flowers with rice flour with I'm sorry with the 25% of antigrain flour, of buckwheat flour and corn flour, and we added some ginger for spicy. Actually, our product is intended for a whole range of people, and that is a fact which we're so proud of. And something about more of this will tell my friend Anastasia.
Yeah, where all of you, were you passionate about food? So how did it happen, this idea? How did it start?
Yes, of course, we love food so much.
Okay, our first love of all of us is food. So we decided to go to this competition for reasons that we wanted to explain that not only people in the food engineering could make good product, also chefs can, and we prove that now. Our product, we knew for this competition last year, but we had our product in March this year. After winning in Serbia, we changed our product a little bit. So right now we have a product that have 25% of the beetroot pumice with addition of ginger, also organic wholemeal cereals of buckwheat and corn, and with a process of extrusion and pre-gelatinization flour, we get the product that won today, and we are just so proud of us, of this product, and on our mentor, Dr. Anna Kalosevic, She helps us with all the things we didn't know about chemistry, about CASA plans, and the things we never heard of before. She was there to help us like 24/7 for these several months. So we really want to thank to her.
The way you describe it, I think it's really excellent. What is the added value of these products compared to other products on the market?
Yeah, the most important part to us, we saw that on the snack market, not just in Serbia, but in the world, there's less salty product, but also neutral product. And we saw a chance in that. Also, the beetroot pumice we used, it's in Serbia, it's 100% thrown away, every gram of it. And we thought that is really waste of food. So we wanted to use that. And after all of that, we get the product that is the base of literally every meal. And almost everyone in the world can eat it. Mm-hmm. And our price will be affordable. So people of all range of not mean if you have money or you don't, we want to for everyone to have a chance to have something really healthy for the same price as a bag of chips.
Yeah, you're right, because many people cannot afford healthy food. So many people have good ideas, but it's not so easy to go from the idea to the product. How did it work in your team? How did you work on the product, and how did you go from the idea to the final product?
First of all, we started with the love of food, as we said before. But we had companies in Serbia that really helped us. First of all, we want to big thanks to a company called Gold. They are from the city near Belgrade, and they helped us with their machines. And we have contract with them. We will work with them in the future. So we already have plans for the future. But beside that, as 4 chefs, we didn't know anything about, we know something, but not the most part of the business plans, the marketing plans, and everything else. So our professors and other companies help us with everything. And we learned how to make products by our own with their help.
Magdalena, I think you wanted to add something.
Yes, of course I have. Actually, we forgot to tell the most important thing. That is that our product is completely organic, completely vegan, without added salt, without added sugar, without any of additives, without gluten, and without GMO raw materials. So that is why I said, and that is why we said that our product is intended to a long range of people, actually.
So this is a very young baby, your product. What are your ambitions for the future? I guess this prize is a first step, but after that, what are your ambitions?
Yeah, first we want to win Serbian hearts. That's our country, and we want to give our product to our country first. But then we want to use the open Balkan and to sell to our neighbors. And after that, we want to take Europe too. So we hope to that. But we have big dreams, honestly.
Last question, you got the gold prize. What is your spirit today, your mindset?
We actually didn't expect this.
Really?
I'm shocked.
You were surprised?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
My hands are shaking when
Really?
the competition was.
Did you expect it? What is your reaction to this prize?
I expected in some way, I will be honest. I knew that we have a really good product, that's a fact. But I was scared that we are first year, especially from gastronomy. And I was more scared of that. I knew that our product is good enough to win hearts of the jury and hearts of Ecotrophelia.
Congratulations anyway for your product, and we'll take a picture again.
Thank you.
Thank you, congrats. Thank you. So we will close this session with the transnational team. It is a team from the competition which was created thanks to a European project named Feed the Mind. The uniqueness of this team is that the students are from 5 different countries and 6 universities. They worked mainly remotely on their food products during the year, and they met for 2 weeks in Valencia, in Spain, in February, to work together on their product development. In July, they presented their project at Ecotrophelia in Greece, and now they are presenting it at Ecotrophelia Europe. As with the others, they will present their product, explain how they manage their year together, and what are their goals. This is the Punjab team with the product Refresh. Please come up on stage. So again, I only have 2 mics for all of you, so you'll have to share. I don't know if you have spokespersons in your group. So first of all, congratulations for this prize. Can you please tell us a little bit more about this transnational team?
Yes, thank you to be here. We decided to come all up because we want to show our how many people worked on this project, and yeah, it's special. It's the first year, and we are from 5 different universities, but from more countries, representing France, Spain. Also, we have exchange students from Brazil. We have from Austria, Germany, Slovakia, Greece.
How did you meet? I mean, how was this team? What was it? What is the history of this team? How did you meet?
So it started in 3 years ago with the Feed the Mind project. It's about Feed the Mind stands for food, food development in European, European way to be innovative in the digital area. And then they decided to make a transnational team to send us also to Ecotrophelia Europe.
Did you volunteer to be part of this team, or?
Yes, I have to add something. The team didn't start 3 years ago. We started last year in October. And yeah, we started and everybody volunteered at their university. For me, for example, we had to make a proper introduction and had to be handpicked from a couple of students. And then we had the opportunity in October to get to know each other via Zoom. And in the first 4 months, we also had to work only online together.
It's not difficult to work online with only video conferences without seeing each other.
It's very difficult. It was very difficult because I didn't know any of them before the project. And at first, it took a lot of time at the beginning to start finding ideas, to start with the brainstorming. But once we met each other in Valencia in February this year, it really kicked off. We became friends. In a couple of days, we became friends. And then it really took off. We had a couple of ideas in the beginning. At first, we started thinking about innovative ideas, then waste products in the food industry, then innovative production methods. And then we tried to tie it all together. And at first we had some snack products idea, like a healthy pizza pocket. And then we had an idea about an instant amaranth milk drink. And from that amaranth milk drink, it all came to a bubble tea that is also made out of a plant beverage. But yeah, it's with bubbles. It was a process. The whole thing was a process.
Yeah, and all those innovative ideas and stimulation led you to Refresh. So what is Refresh? You all have the Refresh T-shirts. Can you please tell us more about Refresh, what it is all about?
Yeah, first and foremost, we are the European boba company.
Yeah.
That's the name of our company. And Refresh is the concept of our drink. At the first week in Valencia, we only worked around the ingredients, like what kind of boba we want to use, because there are different kinds, like starch-based or alginate calcium lactate-based bursting bubbles, and what kind of tea drink we want to use. And on the second, we really thought about the concept, what kind of concept we want to create. And we had 3 ideas at first, calming, refreshing, and revitalize. And we decided to go deeper into the refreshment. And that was our idea, to create a drink, create a bubble tea, where everything, even the color of the drink, has to resemble refreshness. It has to resemble the ocean.
So is it like a cold drink or?
Yeah, it's a chilled drink made with chufa beverage, It's a tiger nut. We wanted to base our company in Valencia, Spain. And there, trufa is a very common thing to drink. They drink it all summer long. They have even dedicated shops in Valencia that are called horchaterias. And they drink it all the time there. But it's not very known in Europe. It's extremely nutritionally dense. It has a lot of nutrients and low in fat, low in sugar. And so we decided to use that because it's something different, something new, a nice new product. Then we add spirulina for the nutrients, but mainly to have the nice coloring.
Yeah, spirulina is very well known for his benefits for health.
Yes.
Yeah, and how much time do you dedicate to this project? I mean, is it like a full-time job, or do you still study?
We still study. I can just talk for myself. Right now I'm right into my master thesis, so it was very hard to juggle everything all at once, like exams, the master thesis, and the project. But I think we managed very well because, as you can see, we are 10 people. So we could divide the tasks.
I think it was always worth it. Like, and what makes us special, we are not only from the same degree, so we have different inputs, and I think that was really helpful to develop the whole product, also to write a dossier, to have marketing input, to have also R&D input. All these things was really cool to have also different cultures. To put it in, because maybe you saw that it also represents the European flag, like blue and yellow. So we wanted to do a European product.
10 persons is a lot, especially when you work in a remote way. Did you all agree on the concept? Did you always agree all the time on everything? How did it happen? How did you work on the project the last month?
Yeah, we discussed a lot, of course. But I think that in the end, it always was, in everybody's interest what we did.
And also we did it mainly democratic, like the most vote won.
Okay, a very democratic way of acting. What are your ambitions for the future? Because you said you still study, so it's not a full-time job. Do you want one day, I don't know when, spend all your time in this company, dedicate all your time for this product? What are your plans?
So we looked around at SIAL, and even there's boba, also plant-based boba. It's a really trend. So I think we have to discuss what we will do with the product. But maybe it's in the stars if we're gonna bring it to the market.
Do you want to say one more thing before we conclude?
We also had a very nice suggestion from one of the jury members.
Which
to
was?
Maybe put alcohol or spirits inside of the bubbles.
Oh, yeah. And are you going to do that?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We see.
Okay, thank you very, very much for sharing your development with us and your project. Thank you very much. We may take one more picture. Thank you to all of you, and thank you, congratulations. I think we had wonderful projects that were presented today, and congratulations also to the Ecotrophelia teams. Thank you very much. I don't know if there is someone from Ecotrophelia who wants to say a last word in order to conclude. Bertrand, Carlos, Françoise, Maureen. Do one of you want to say something in like a few words of conclusion? After hearing all those, stories.
Hi, I'm Marine. I organized the competition this year, the European competition. So it's just to say that if you want to have a look at the product, you can see them in SIAL Innovation. We have a special part for our Ecotrophelia Europe project, so you can have a look at them.
Yeah, we'll go out and have a look, because after hearing all those beautiful stories, as far as I am concerned, I want to have a look to see what it looks like. Thank you very much and congratulations for what you do.
Thank you.